Follow your path and money will come. Chase money and you might never find your path. Stop day trading or it will ruin you. I know this sounds very dramatic, but hear me out. At the end of the day, we all chase money in some way, shape, or form, but how we chase money is what differs. My case, for example, I started all the way in e-commerce, landed onto crypto, day trading, swing trading, and ended up all the way in NFTs. Now, even though I did find some success in some of these ventures, the main common flaw between all of these ventures that I pursued were the fact that they all had one thing in common, and that is I was chasing money. The sole purpose of everything I did was literally chasing money. Now, there's definitely nothing wrong with making money, but it has no impact on anything else but you making or losing money for that matter. You don't help anyone get better, you don't improve someone's life while you day trade, you don't change even your personal life when you day trade. Well, you do change your personal life, but many times you're not making a big impact or doing real fulfilling work. Now, making money and aiming to make more money, there's definitely nothing wrong with that. After all, this whole channel is about making money and making more money than you've ever made before. However, it's the way that I was going about making money is the issue in that case. Even though my vision was clear, it was financial freedom, which basically means do whatever I want whenever I want. Number 2 is location freedom, which is working from anywhere I want. And number 3 is not having a boss, which is working anytime I want and waking up whenever I want. And day trading did provide all that. You can work whenever you want, you have no boss apart from yourself, and you can get to a point where you make enough money where you can do whatever you want with your life. But the issue with day trading is what came or did not come as a result of day trading, and I'll explain. I did make a video previously about pros and cons of day trading and how I did benefit from it and how I didn't benefit from it. You can check it out after this video. I'm going to link it up there. But in this video, I'm going deeper into the bigger issues that came with day trading. Setting a goal of making a certain amount of money can be very powerful, because when you do that, let's say you want to make $1 million, you set a goal of $1 million and you start reverse engineering how you can get to that $1 million. You can do this in multiple ways. For example, you can sell 1,000 items that cost $1,000 each, or you can sell 10,000 of something that costs $100. You get the point. While the flip side of this, when you chase money, you end up jumping from one venture to another, kind of what I did, because everything new sounds exciting. You hear about NFTs and you jump into NFTs because this is amazing and this is an easy way to make money. Then you hear about SMMA and you want to jump into SMMA because it's easy. But then every time we jump into one of these ventures or niches, we start realizing how much we don't know. Because the more we learn about something and the deeper we go into it, the more we realize that we actually don't know anything and we're still in the beginning. And personally, every time I got to a point where I noticed how much I don't know, I end up seeing something new and saying, oh, this is easy. All I have to do is buy some monkeys and make 100 Ethereum. That's it. And then I jump into the next thing and then the next thing and then the next thing, and you might be facing a similar issue. And this is what really got me into day trading. It was jumping from one thing to another until I found some success in day trading, and then eventually I did notice that it was just glorified gambling. If you want to be a dopamine junkie or a gambling addict, then this video is probably not for you. But if you're someone who wants to go on a more fulfilling path, which can yield to even better financial results than day trading, then keep watching this video. Now, what are the bad things about day trading? Let's start with number 1 and probably the biggest issue, and that is it's glorified gambling. I get it. Business can be also considered gambling because gambling can be defined as anything you can lose money in, and well, you can lose money in business. However, with day trading, it's different. There's only so many things you can control overall when it comes to business, and I would say you can control a bigger part of things. You can control how much work you put in, you can control your employees, you can control how well you deliver a product to your clients, as opposed to day trading where you can't control anything about it except you jumping into a trade or exiting a trade, which sure is a skill on its own that you can learn how to control your emotions. However, let's be real, 50% chance it's going to go up, 50% chance it's going to go down. Now, that's not the issue here. The issue here is that the more you gamble or the more you do something similar to gambling, the more you're going to get addicted to it. In this case, when you day trade frequently, eventually you are going to get hooked on winning trades, because you're going to win a trade, you're going to be like, damn, let me do another one, then another one. And you're going to lose a trade, and then you're going to be, oh, okay, that's fine, I'll win the next one. And you're going to lose another one. I'm not saying you're going to gamble all your life savings away, but what this taught me is instant gratification, which is something terrible to really learn, because nowadays instant gratification is everywhere. If you want chocolate, you can even order it on Uber Eats and it'll be there in the next few minutes. If you want to gamble, you can day trade on your phone. Dopamine hits and instant gratification over and over again. And day trading just amplifies this. Now keep in mind, I wasn't running to my laptop every few hours trying to get a fix of dopamine in, but it's just a habit that you develop along the way. And keep in mind, business is a very long-term thing, and if there's something in life that requires delayed gratification, it's business. Or you can compare it to the gym, for example. There is no instant gratification in the gym or when it comes to fitness. The habit I developed from day trading really made it impossible for me to focus on one thing for extended periods of time without seeing results instantly, which, surprise, surprise, is why most people fail at business, is because they cannot delay their gratification enough, so they give up midway because they think it's boring and they see all this glamorous things from entrepreneurship or from fitness they see online, but they don't really know that what really matters and what's the hard part is the middle part. Not the beginning where it's exciting and not the end where the result is also exciting, but the middle part, which having a habit of instant gratification can really mess that up for you. There's no way you can last in the middle if all you look for is instant gratification. And that's not something you would do deliberately, by the way. Your brain just gets used to it and you unintentionally get distracted whenever you're working and jump from tab to tab or from task to task as well. Day trading amplified this bad habit. In a world where instant gratification is so readily available everywhere, maybe day trading is not the best idea to add on top of all this. Number two, day trading is a waste of time. People made fortunes day trading, but people also lost fortunes day trading. But the common thing between these two groups of people is one thing, and that is when they were day trading, all they did was learn one skill, and that is day trading. They didn't learn any other skill, and at the end of the day, they were left with one thing, and that is the skill of day trading. Even the people who were successful at day trading, could they have been better off doing something else or become even more financially secure by doing something else? No one knows. But I know for me personally, it would have been way better if I invested that time I spent into learning day trading and actually doing the day trading into something else. It's a useful skill, but can be applied to only one game. Let's compare that to a sales job, for example. When I work in sales, I can apply that skill I learned or these skills I learned from doing sales into multiple verticals and across multiple different industries, if not even all industries. If you sell cars, you're going to know how to sell watches, you're going to know how to sell software, you're going to know how to sell boats, whatever. You're going to be able to apply it across all these industries. Not only that, sales teaches you a lot of skills that can be implemented into your personal life as well. A few of these benefits are: have better people skills, become more persuasive, and build connections, which arguably is priceless and worth way more than any course you could buy online or anywhere. Now, sales is definitely not the only path to take if you're thinking between day trading and doing anything else. There's plenty of things you could do. They say it costs $50,000 to acquire enough skills to make $1 million, which, if we put that into numbers, that's a 20x or 1,900% return. And based on my experience, I don't know any markets that return that much money at all. So looking at it as objectively as possible and just comparing the numbers, it makes way more sense to invest in personal skills or business skills as opposed to investing that money day trading. Eventually, you will lose. When you play a game on a long enough time horizon, eventually you will lose. That's why casinos are in business, because eventually people will lose. They will win and win and win until eventually they lose, and that's how the casino stays in business. Now, even though the odds are completely different between crypto or stock market or day trading or whatever, as opposed to the casino, at the end of the day, emotions will get in the way and rational thinking is thrown out the window. Even the most disciplined people will lose. Very, very few people come out as winners. I thought I was someone who had enough discipline to leave while I was winning, but I traded for a few years until eventually I came out, slightly in the green. I was way in the green until eventually I went back to slightly in the green, which is fine because it taught me a very, very valuable lesson. However, I'm sharing this with you so you avoid going through that process altogether. Now, I don't want this video to be about me trashing day trading and completely shutting down the idea of you going into day trading, because it did teach me a few good things, such as number one, taught me risk management. I never thought about risk management ever, and when I jumped into day trading, I started learning risk management. I now look at things in a risk to reward ratio. Does the risk to reward ratio make sense? Yes, I jump in. If not, I don't. Number two, it taught me how to control my emotions and perform under pressure, because you're under pressure when you're trading, especially when you're trading with big positions. You're gonna have to think under pressure and you have to be as rational as possible. And number three, it taught me something, that all markets move in cycles. What goes up must come down, and then it's going to go up again, and then it's going to go down again until it creates more space for it to move back up again. And like anything in life. Now, if after watching this video you still want to go into day trading, then I suggest you give it a shot and try it out for yourself. Maybe you will crush it at it. I want you to ask yourself one thing. If you are disciplined enough to crush it and do well in day trading, don't you think you can also do well pursuing something else and maybe even be 10 times more successful? Something to think about. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.